wake up and realize that
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition, another episode of Open Doors. I'm your boy, Chris Harris, and I'm so grateful that you took the time to check out this podcast and check out this episode. Before we get started, if you haven't did so already, hit that subscribe button because we're dropping episodes fast. We're dropping episodes quick, and we don't want you to miss out. So hit that subscribe button. Also, as I always tell my listeners, my viewers, share this podcast, share this episode, because I'm sure you got some people in your life, in your circle, who want to get in on this conversation. All right. Today I have a topic and I just want to have a discussion. Just me and you. Let's have a discussion. Today I want to talk to you about dating. And I titled this topic, "What's Wrong with Y'all?" And I want to just title it just like that. Dating. What's wrong with y'all? Because I want us to have a discussion about dating. Because many people that I know, you're dating. I'm married, but you may not be married. And you're dating, you're out there, you're trying to find the right person, you're trying to find that significant other. And I just want to have a conversation because I stumbled on a video. I stumbled on this video. It's a dating game that I stumbled upon. I didn't know that dating games now online were just a thing now. I was watching online. I saw this dating game where these women had balloons and there was guys standing there, and depending on what they said, it may have been like 5 or 6 ladies there. Depending on what the man said, if they didn't like what he said, if they didn't feel like there was no chemistry, no connection, they would pop their balloon. I didn't know dating games online was such a thing, but I saw another one. And there were 2 ladies that I want to play. I want to play the first lady first. Some of the things that she said that she was looking for in a man. Now, I'm not picking on women today. No, I'm not picking on women, because the men, I'm going to come to your doorstep today as well. But the women were on there on the dating show, and they said a couple things, and I just want us to have a discussion today. So I'm going to play the first lady, and then we'll come back and just talk. All right?
Yeah, hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Are you up here for the dating show?
Yes,
All right. What's your name, honey?
Justina,
Justina. How old are you and where you located, Justina?
35 from PA.
Pennsylvania. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
Well, currently I'm unemployed, but I'm a stay-home mom.
All right. How many children do you have, Justina?
2.
How old are they?
I can't disclose their ages, but they minors.
Okay, they're minors. All right, fair enough. Can you give us one reason, due to the fact that you have small children, why you're not with their dad?
He's a cheater.
Okay. Now, can you describe your dream man, but don't describe his looks?
Ooh. Well, let me just say this. I want somebody that's submissive slash simp.
Okay. Submissive simp. All right. What else?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I want.
All right. And what does he have? This submissive simp, what does he have to look like?
He has to be black. That's it.
Okay, just black. Okay, a black man that's tall, a black man with a green piece of hair on his head, other than being black.
Preferably tall.
Okay, tall. All right. Okay, so an African submissive man. All right. Does he have to make a certain amount of money per year? Right, Justine. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. hmm
This is red.
I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry.
Don't be
He
sorry.
has
I'm
to make
sorry. I'm sorry.
he
I'm
has to
sorry.
make 100K because he has to be able to support a family of 3. Because it's me and my 2 kids,
Okay, you and
so
your
a family of 3.
Okay, 100K, and you're unemployed currently. You're unemployed, but you want
Yeah,
a man who makes 100K per year.
yeah. Due to the fact that I'm a stay-at-home mom, that's I gotta take care of my kids. Who's gonna take care of them?
Okay, all right. And do you think you're in a position to date right now if you're not working and you're unemployed?
That's all right. The guy's gonna take care of me.
All right, give me three
I
red
think he should be
flags.
able to take care of me. Huh?
3 red flags. 3 deal breakers for you.
Somebody that's disloyal. Somebody that is not like involved in my kid's life, and a liar.
Okay. Give me 2 green flags.
Somebody submissive. A man that's submissive. That's a green flag.
All right. And do you want someone who goes 50-50 or he fully provides?
And a provider. That's a green flag. Yeah, I want somebody that can provide.
Okay. Can you give me
Stop. I
one
can't do that
reason?
in my life.
Can you give me one reason why you think you're
Stop.
single?
I'm single because yeah, like I said, my baby father cheated on me, so
Okay. I'm saying, why do you think you're single? Like, why you
because
haven't gone out in the world to find
guys
someone?
like to cheat, to be honest. Guys like to cheat.
Okay.
So
So you're single because guys like to cheat. All right. And the last
I
question is,
mean, I've been single for a while. I've been single for 8 years, been celibate for 8 years, so
So I'm going to stop that right there. You saw this lady on the Dalton dating show. And I said, I'm not picking on ladies. We just want to have a discussion about dating today. And I titled it, Dating, What's Wrong with Y'all? The host of the show was asking her what she wanted in a man. This is a lady who's looking to date. She's looking to find someone. And I want us to have a discussion. That's why I called it that way. What's wrong with y'all? What are you looking for in a mate? What are you looking for? The first thing this lady said, oh, I want a submissive man. I want a submissive simp. That's exactly what she said. I want a submissive simp. I think simp and submissive are the same thing. But she said, I want a submissive simp, a submissive man. Let's start with there, because there's a lot I can say, but I'm only going to say a few things on this. You say you want a submissive man, but a submissive man is not really a man. A man, and this is just my opinion, I'm throwing it out there. Let's have a discussion about dating because there's a few things I want to say. Do you think she was joking? You think she was joking because she was out there. She was out there. She sound crazy. Let's just call it what it is. She sound crazy. But first, let's go back. You say you want a submissive man. That's not a man. That's not a man because a man is not submissive. A man is only submissive to God. A real man, and we're talking about a real man. If you want a real man is not submissive. He's submissive to God. Now, when he comes to his wife and his family, he doesn't submit, he sacrifices. So if you're looking for a submissive man, then you're really not looking for a man. That's what I would have told her. You're looking for a dog. You're looking for a puppy because a puppy is submissive. Maybe she needs to go to Petco or Petland or one of those pet stores and get a dog because you can tell a dog, come here, boy, sit, go over there. Don't do that. That's someone who's submissive, a dog. But you want a man to be submissive. That's not really a man. And the funny thing about it, she likes black men. And that's cool. But she said she wants a submissive black man. And I was laughing to myself and I said, coming from her, that sounds like she wants a slave. But that's not neither here nor there because her telling, oh, I want a submissive black man, it don't sound right coming from her. It sounds like she wants a slave. But then she wants someone to take care of her. She said, oh, I want him to be submissive. Yes. I want him to make 100K, the number she throws out there. And I want him to take care of me and my kids. I'm a stay-at-home mom, though I'm unemployed. No, you're just out of work, lady. You're just out of work. We got to stop saying certain things. Oh, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I'm unemployed. So where's the income coming from? Where's the income coming from? No, you unemployed. You don't have a job. It's one thing if you're married, or if you're living with someone and you stay at home to take care of the house while they go out and bring home the bacon, while they go out and make ends meet, or you have an inheritance or something where you can stay home and take care of your family. If you don't have that, you're not a homemaker. You're not a stay-at-home mom. You are just unemployed. And what you need to go do is get you a job. You need to go get you a job. I'm just going to say it how it needs to be said. You need to go get you a job. But a couple things about this before we move on. I have a lot I could say about this lady. This lady was just going somewhere. She was off in the deep end. One thing I want to say, though, she likes black men, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. They say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. They say once you go black, you never go back. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? But real talk. I want us to have real talk because I want us to have a discussion. And all of us have a preference. All of us have a preference. All of us have a type. And we're talking about dating now, right? There are some women, they only like black men. There are some men who only like black women, some who like white women, Hispanics, so on and so on. You have a preference. There's nothing wrong with your preference, right? You like them tall. You like them muscular. You know, there are certain things that you like in a man. There's certain thing for a man you like in a woman. There's nothing wrong with that. We all have a type. We all have a preference. But this is what I would say to you out there watching. Don't get so caught up in your type, because if you do, you have the opportunity to miss God. If you get so caught up in your type, because what if the man, if you're a woman that God is bringing your way, is not your type? Think about that for a second. What if the man, if you're a woman that God is bringing, is not your particular man that you used to date? It's not your preference. That's why I said, don't get so locked in to a type, to a certain race, to a certain height. I know we like what we like. I understand that. We like what we like. I understand that. I get it. But sometimes you get so locked in that you may miss God, because you like him 6'3", but what if the man that God is bringing your way is 5'9"? You like him, a certain stature if you're a man. You like a certain sassiness if you're a man, a certain personality, maybe a certain race, like I was saying earlier. But what if the woman that God is bringing your way, man, is someone outside of your race or someone of another race? So you have to let go of your preference and trust God and allow God to lead you. Because God will not always give you what you want, but God will definitely give you what you need. And sometimes what you need is not what you want. You want a man who's 6'3", you want a man who is rich, but God will give you a man who isn't there yet. But ladies, I want to say something to you, because this lady was talking and she was talking about what she want. She was saying, I want a man who can take care of me and my kids. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I want him to be submissive. He has to make $100K or more to take care of me and my family so I can take care of these kids. But the question is, what are you bringing to the table? Now, I've heard people say, you shouldn't tell a lady, what are you bringing to the table? Because they are what is being brought to the table. That's not true. You heard it from me today. That's not true. You have to bring something to the table. And this is what I mean by that, so you don't get it misconstrued. A lady is a helper. It's a Isaiah in the Bible, a helper, a helpmeet. That's a lady. The only time that the Bible mentioned a helper, a helpmeet, and Isaiah is the Holy Spirit. A lady is a helper. Remember in the Bible, God said, it is not good for man to be alone. Let me make him an Isaiah. Let me make him a helper comparable to the man. So there is something that the man is lacking, that when God brings the helper in, it will make the man go to the places that he needs to go. So a lady coming in, you're there to help this man because there is an assignment that God has given. And the man cannot complete the assignment alone. It takes both of you to come together as one to complete the assignment. Why? Because you are a helper. That means you're bringing something to this man that he doesn't have. You cover his weaknesses and vice versa. When you come in, he covers your weaknesses. So the question is, how are you going to be a helper to this man, ladies, when you get into that relationship? That's what you have to ask yourself. You have to begin to talk to God and say, God, make me the helper for the right man. There is a man who you have ordained for me to go into that relationship and be the Ized and be the helpmeet and be the helper. Lead me to that man and equip me to be that helper in that relationship for me, myself, and that man. Because a lot of women like this lady, oh, I want this. Oh, I want that. Oh, I want this. Oh, I want that. But what are you bringing to the table? I said, people say, oh, you are what's being brought to the table. That's a lie. That's a lie, because God has called you to be a helper. How are you helping? How are you helping? You have to ask yourself that question. You have to ask yourself that question. Another thing this lady said, and I have another clip I want to show you, but I don't want to waste too much time. Another thing this lady said, she said she liked black men. He said, what kind of man do you like? She said, oh, he has to be black. He said, that's it. She said, that's it. She didn't even say anything. He said, oh, he just has to be black. That's it. Then she went on to say, oh, he can be tall and things of that nature. But she said black and that's it. Okay, so what if he's black and that's it, but he's whooping your behind every night? What if he's black and that's it, and he's treating your kids horrible? Everything she said was superficial. That's where I'm going. We got to stop being superficial. We have to stop being superficial, and we have to begin to consult God and ask God, God, bring the right man, or God, bring the right woman to me, because everything she said was superficial. She didn't say, oh, give me a godly man, a God-fearing man. Give me a man who's going to treat me like a queen. Oh, give me a man who's be the best father to my kids, the best role model to my kids. Give me a man who's going to make me better. She didn't say any of those things. And a lot of people, when they look for a mate, they look on a level that's superficial. But where is that relationship supposed to go? That's what I'm asking. These are things that you have to reprogram your mind. You have to renew your mind and get off the superficial level. Oh, he just has to be, oh, he has to be 6'3". Oh, she has to have a Coke bottle shape. That Coke bottle body goes away over time. Trust me, it'll go away. Life happens to people. Those looks can go away. That figure can go away. So if you are just getting in a relationship just because of looks, if you just getting in relationship just because of that Coke bottle shape, you may be in for a big surprise, because it can go away. It probably will go away. It probably will go away. But that's vain. That's so superficial. But is that person right for you? Are you right for that person? Is that person going to make you better? Is that man, ladies, going to be a covering for you? Is that man going to provide for you? Is that man going to put you in a place where God has called you to be? Men, the same thing. Is this lady going to be a helper to allow you to fulfill the mandate that God has placed over your life? We don't think about those things. We just think about, oh, 6 figures. We just think about, oh, the body. Oh, the looks. We just think about those things. Dating, I'm asking, in dating, what's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? But I have another video I want to share with you. This is just one woman. There's another lady, and like I said, I'm not picking on ladies. That was just who was on the show. That was just who was on the show. But I want us to have a conversation, because there are some things that she said, this second lady, and I want us to talk about as well.
I'm here for the dating show. My name is Krista.
Hello, Krista. Okay, how old are you and where are you from?
My name is Krista. I'm 31 and I'm from Chicago.
What do you do for a living?
I am a stay-at-home mom.
How many children do you have?
I have one.
How old is your child, if you don't mind sharing?
He's 5.
Okay. Would you date a man with children?
Yes.
Alrighty. Describe your dream man. Don't describe his looks.
My dream man is a Christian, family oriented, provider, hardworking, someone that is able to not grow someone, but knows that his partner is his partner and they're a team and they can grow together.
What does he have to look like?
I'm not big on looks. I would like someone that is conscious of their health, but not
What
really.
does that mean to you? Conscious of their health. What does that mean?
I would say like you don't have to go to the gym, but you have to at least like be active, like you walk or you think about what you eat. You don't drink every day. You don't smoke. Well, I don't want anybody that's like a smoker or like an obsessive drinker. Just conscious of not like a strict diet or thing, but just conscious of what you take in your body and how you feed your body, I guess.
Any other requirements as far as looks go?
Having all your teeth.
Okay, having all your teeth. Does he have to be a certain height?
No. I guess over 5 feet.
Over 5 feet. Over 5 feet. Okay, how tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
Okay, so just so he could be 5'1". Would you be okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't mind a short king.
More of the traits like being a family man, being able to provide and, have a positive mindset. And that's more important than looks and size.
You have been one of the first women to come up on the show and say like height is not like a big requirement for you, because usually the ladies are like, he has to be 7 foot tall with a six-pack.
Let me just pause it right there because you see, I was laughing. This lady right here, she didn't even care. She was like, just give me a man. Just give me a man. She didn't care about the height. Now I know a lot of you want him tall. She was like, he just got to be 5 feet. She was like, long as he got his teeth. He said, I don't care if he 5 feet. I don't care what he look like. He can look like a gargoyle. He can look like the back of a donkey. She didn't care. I mean, this lady was like, look, I ain't playing games. I ain't playing no more game. I'm ready to go. I just need a man who gonna treat me right. She didn't care. And then the host said something. She was like, a lot of women come on here. They want a man who is 7 feet. And I'm like, 7 feet? Who are you trying to date? Goliath? One of the brothers of Goliath? Like 7 feet? How many brothers you gonna see out there? It's not that many. They're in the NBA. They're in the NBA. That's 7 feet. But this lady, she's like, look, all that extra stuff, I don't care. I don't care about it. You like, I just want a man who's conscious about his health. He's God fearing. I was like, okay. She was like, but she lost me. She was like, long as he just got his teeth, like she didn't care at all. She was like, I'm tired of playing good. That sounds like a sister who been dating. Like, look, I don't want to play no game. I'm just look, give me a man who God fearing, who conscious about his health. So he can be 5 feet. I might have to sit in the chair when we take a picture, but he can be. That's okay. That's okay. I can't wear stilettos or high heels around. That's okay. But as long as he loved me for who I am. That's what it seemed like she said. I was like, man, she ain't playing no games. I like it. But then she said something else that I want to talk about. Let's play it some more.
All of the things. How much money does he have to make per year?
At least 100,000.
100,000 a year, right? Are you open to all races?
Yeah.
Going to 50-50 or someone who fully provides?
Fully provides.
Okay. And what does that mean to you? Because to me, to someone else, to the girl next door, that can look different. So what does that mean to you?
Well, in the dating process or like in a relationship?
In a relationship.
I would say that I would have an allowance. Also, that dates are intentional, like on the calendar. I get to at least learn an aspect of business, or you're investing in my business. It's like present in the form of family.
And just to follow up on the allowance question, how much would that look like for you? Let's say hypothetically, if there's a range, because everyone's asking about it in the comments.
I would say like 7,000, 5,000
Per month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Period. With a straight face. Okay. She said, Ash, this is what I want. Can you give me 3 deal breakers?
Somebody that doesn't have like a mindset of growth, like kind of narcissistic personality, or I don't know, just self-centered or something like that. And 50-50.
How about also this too? Someone who's not generous, I would assume, because
Yeah.
5 to 7,000 a month, if that's what you want an allowance, they must be generous. They can't be stingy with their money. Since we're on the topic of finance, I keep seeing the comments about it. I'm assuming that a man who gives you $5 to $7,000 for allowance per month, they're making more than 100K per year.
Yeah.
They would have to make more than that to give away that, I'm assuming.
Of course.
So we gotta bump it
That's
up.
like the minimum.
Okay, so 100,000 would be the minimum for you.
So I would, if we're gonna say the allowance as a minimum, I would say like $1,500 a month, I guess. It's hard because I haven't really been dating, so these questions are kind of like I'm thinking about it. It might not sound correct on paper, but based on my past, that's kind of the numbers that I'm going based off of. But of course, it can change, and I don't expect this stuff off like from the jump. Meeting somebody, relationships take work and time and growth. You don't.
Let me stop that there. Now she had me. She had me. This lady had me when she was talking about, look, I just want a God-fearing man. It don't matter what height, you know. She said some things even now. She was like, I don't want him to be narcissistic. I don't want a man who's not willing to grow, doesn't have a mind to grow. She said a lot of good things. Just listen to her talk, she said a lot of good things. But she lost me. Now, both women here, what's up with 100,000? That's everybody's like number. Both ladies 100,000. How many brothers out there? How many of you make 100,000? Because not all of you make 100,000. And what's up with this number? Where does this number come from? 100,000 is not what it used to be, because in this inflation economy, 100,000 is like 50,000 now. But that's neither here nor there. But she lost me with allowance. She said, "Oh, I want an allowance." I give my daughters an allowance. I give my sons an allowance. You want me to give you an allowance? You're not my child. You're not my child. She lost me with that because I'm not giving. This is just me. This is just me. I'm not giving the lady that I'm dating an allowance because you're not my child. You're not my dependent. I'm not giving you no allowance. What do you think about that, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think about that allowance? Then she had this astronomical number. I think it was like 5,000 to 7,500. I'm like, based off 100,000, you must want to leave him broke. Because if he ain't gonna be able to afford you making 100,000. Remember, I said in this inflation, this economy, 100,000 ain't what it used to be. 5,000 to 7,500. Now she did clean it up. She did clean it up. Even 1,500 is too much. Girl, I got bills. I got a mortgage. I got car payments. You know, I got student loans. You know, I'm gonna pay you 1,500. Like, you're not my child. Is this child support or something? Is this child support? Like, allowance. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Now, this is what I want to say about this lady right here. And I want to talk to you out there. I'm gonna talk to you. Don't just run after money. That's my advice to you. Don't just run after money. Don't just run after money. I was talking about the first lady. She said, I just want him to be black and that's it. And I said, what if he black, but he whooping your behind? What if he black and he a cheater? That's all you want? Like, you ain't got no stand. Your standards are very low. But don't just run after money. Because all I hear about is allowance. All I hear about is a salary. All I hear about is money. There's a story in the Bible I just wanted to throw out there of a lady named Abigail. If you remember Abigail ended up marrying King David. But before she married King David, she was married to a man called Nabal. The Bible says that Abigail is described Abigail. She was a good woman, the Bible tells us. She was a wholesome lady, a good lady. But she found herself married to Nabal, and Nabal means fool. So the question we have to ask, how can this good woman, this wholesome lady, the Bible talks about her, just an awesome woman, how could she find herself married to a fool, Nabal? Well, the Bible tells us that Nabal was wealthy. That's all I have for you today. What do you think about the topic, dating? Things that people ask for, things that people are looking for. Let me know in the comments section. Before I get out, I want to give a shout out to the Dream Team, Blessed Dreams Production, my boy Alfred, Eyes Have Not Seen, my sister Marilyn. Remember to share this episode, and until the next time an episode drops, be blessed.
Don't ever take nothing for granted, man. Hey, you gotta wake up and realize that